All right, disclaimer. This is a polarizing subject exactly because there's lots of people out there that have wrapped a particular belief system around their personality, and therefore the conclusion from a science page about the vibration of crystals might upset the delicate balance of your day. Therefore, if you fall into that category and you feel like the conclusion from this video might upset you, just don't watch it. If you feel like something's going to make you angry, just stop watching it. Life advice. Now, is a crystal vibrating? Does a crystal have a vibration? Yes. Simple answer. Is that unique or in any way unusual? No. God, no. Literally everything does that. So the crystal industry essentially they do this a lot, especially within quantum physics. They use language from physics, and in my opinion, they do it in order to make the things that they say sound more credible, when in actual fact, they're just saying something as if it's unique, when in actual fact, the thing that they're saying extends to literally everything. Yes, a crystal vibrates, but so does cat shit. So does a potato, largely because crystals are made of atoms, right? Everything is made of atoms. Everything you've ever seen or touched or smelt or eaten, past tense, present tense, future tense, everything you'll ever encounter is comprised of atoms. And at the atomic level, at the most fundamental level, these are vibrating. They do this for various reasons, because the electrons are flying around the nucleus, because they're bouncing off each other in the ether, and that generates sort of thermic or quantum mechanical heat or quantum mechanical energy, which essentially causes them to vibrate. This happens in all states of matter, whether that be a gas or a liquid or even a solid. Now, this might surprise some people, because a solid is a solid. How are things vibrating within a solid? It's largely because the closer you look at something, the more empty space you find. Everything is comprised of empty space. Even a solid is mostly empty space. The closer you look, the more empty space you find. So even within something that we perceive as being solid, atoms and molecules still have space to vibrate. That is the nature of them. If you heat something up, for example, that just causes the molecules and the atoms to heat up or vibrate more. That is what heat essentially is. Stick something in a microwave, for example, all that's happening is it's causing the atoms and the molecules to vibrate more intensely, and that is what heat is. Now, even in things like quantum physics, for example, if you take something to absolute zero, which for context is 273.15 degrees below 0 Celsius, even then quantum physics says that the atoms are still moving. In classical physics, which is just like quantum physics, but kind of at a bigger scale, if quantum physics is basically classical physics, but really small and really complicated. So in classical physics, at absolute zero, they say that nothing should be moving. That is the state by which atoms and molecules are completely static. However, quantum physics has completely blown that out of the window and said, nah, they're still moving. So there is literally no state in which things around you aren't moving, even if they are at absolute zero. So this is a scenario where the crystal industry takes something that sounds kind of scientific and then pretends that crystals are the only things doing it, or that they're doing it in a very specific way when they're not.